Hello and welcome to Race Space. Tonight we're doing our Dirt Rally special events of Rallycross. First we got the Super 1600s and we're on Metit in Belgium. So on the stream tonight is Ratik. You guys should know him by now if you've watched us. How's it going there, Mark or Ratik?
Yeah, it's going good, mate. Going good. Ready for another round of the Dirt Rally Championship.
That's awesome. I'm just checking here. It doesn't seem that our live stream has gone. Ah, there we go. Our bot's just a little bit slow. Okay, we're just checking that that's working, and it seems to be. It's good to know. Although it does say race of Portugal. That's odd. I'll have to go and look at that just now. Okay, but anyway, so how this is going to work, guys, is that I'm going to be racing in the first race tonight of the Super 1600s, and Mark is going to be racing in the supercar race. So we will have two streams tonight, guys. So once this one's done, don't leave. We have more racing in another video after that. While I race though, I'm gonna head off and Mark will guide you through what's going on.
Okay, best of luck, mate. Enjoy the racing tonight.
Cool. I think everybody's on. Do we need? Yeah,
everyone's in the lobby.
So, good luck to everybody. I'm going to start it up soon. I just want to check something out before I do on this video, and then I'll do it. Check you guys just now.
Okay, mate. Thanks very much. Right, so Kyle just goes off for his race now, and he's got a few just technical problems that we've just got to sort out. I'll run you through for the Super 1600s tonight. We are actually at Belgium, Metit track. We've got in the 1600s, you've got Kyle himself, K9, is in the blue Volkswagen Polo. You've got Matt T. Care Bear, he's in the white Volkswagen Polo. JPH, he's also taken a Volkswagen Polo, which is a yellow-white livery on there, yellow at the bottom, white at the top. You've got a French contender, Stephen, RX29. He's taken a blue Renault Clio, and also in with him, which we saw race last time in the Supers, is caught in CVW64 in the black, mainly black livery Renault Clio. It's got a little bit of yellow and red. Remember, he took the win in the Supers. He extremely quick. I do believe he's has raced or does race for esports in the on dirt, which can explain why he's got super kind of pace. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who can come out on top. I mean, Matt T. Care Bear has had, I think it's 2 wins now in the Volkswagen Polo. One in the Volkswagen Polo and then one in the Renault Clio. He's taken both overall wins and finals in the last 2 rounds. So he's got some fresh contenders to challenge him, and we're going to see how that goes. The track that we've got it's another technical track. I mean, like the rallycross tracks are all very technical and stuff, but if you make a mistake here, there is some pronounced kind of like tire barriers that can stick out and really just give you terminal damage, and it's race over. So yeah, you can just see that everyone's jumping into the cars. There's the track layout, which you start off actually in the opposite direction which we'd normally go. You can see where it just loops into the right-hander. Following there, quite a twisty technical section onto the dirt, and then back out onto a tarmac, which then builds up your speed, coming back into a very technical kind of dirt section. So you can see the drivers are just getting ready, and we just got to see how everyone kind of loads up their settings, see who's done their homework for this, who's been practicing, who hasn't. So you can see there's mainly Volkswagen and Renault entry. There is the Opel, which nobody seems to have chosen for this round. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be some close action, I'm sure. With the 1600s, you tend to find that people can keep closer, but once you've got your position, it's really hard to make the overtake with these 1600s. Not so much power. It's a lot more. You've got to be precise with these.
Use the Joker lap to your advantage. You only need to take it once. If you miss it,
So I think we're just getting ready for race 1 here. See, we've got a nice full grid, which randomly selected, I'd say, for this one. It's not into actual any race order yet. Randomly, because it's race 1. We're actually just sat behind Kyle here. You got Stephen to himself, JPH to the... Oh, just bear with me. I seem to have disconnected from the lobby. That is a extremely technical issue. Now we're going to have trouble. Just bear with me. I will try and get back into this as soon as possible. I don't think even Carl can know that I've actually been disconnected from this. So please just bear with me. This is the trouble of racing online. So let's just see what happens now. So unfortunately for race 1, I can't give you any information. We've got to sit here until race is finished. It's saying that some are in lobby. Stephen and JPH are in lobby, and me. So we must have all been disconnected at the same time. So you got Kyle. Start spectating. Yeah, so unfortunately it's not going to allow me into actually the next race, so we've missed the complete race there. It looks like 3 of us have just had a technical issue where we all just kind of clashed and it's booted us all out. So apologies for that one. It's out of my hands, it's out of anyone's hands on here, it's just the way it goes. So sit back, relax and enjoy the menu option. That's the best I can give you there. Yeah, that's all we've got. So apologies for that one. As you can tell, it's quite frustrating when something like this goes wrong. That means the stream looks extremely rubbish. But I'm sure, I mean, what with CVW and K9 Racing and TK Bear, be interesting to find out what actually went on in race 1. So, yeah, probably time if you need to grab yourself a drink. I'm going to have a light, refreshing, zesty drink. Take this opportunity. Just see up there that the race is finished. The order was CVW, T Care Bear. I think Kyle is still racing at the moment, so I presume that's the finishing order. for race 1. Yeah, finished race. So we should get brought back into it now, and have the stream should resume. Apologies again for that. It's nothing we can do. Let's just check the stream is still. We're okay. Right, so as we're going back in now for Heat 2, basically, we should get a rough idea on who has finished where. Unfortunately, I think the 2 other guys with me that we got booted out, they're not going to have any results from that, but I'm sure they're going to be up for trying to claw some points back overall. So it looks like everyone's in again. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, so I don't think that's any kind of like pre-grid order at the moment. You can see them on the line. We'll just see them in the background, but you can't see them now. So they're just loading up setups, getting ready. Hopefully we can have a full 5-car race this time. I think it's Kyle just making a few alterations, obviously, to setup. You can take this opportunity to make a few alterations. It's probably something, and he probably might have had a bit of damage from race 1. Not too sure on that, so he's probably repairing, making a few setup changes. I'm not too sure whether he's done any practice for this. He never mentioned it before in the lobby. Be interesting to see a final race this time. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Right. So we got I'd say CVW, T Care Bear, and Kyle the first inside row. So of course we're going off the line here into a right-hand bend, but we never use this part of track again after this. So right, under starter orders. And we're away. Carl's just had a bit of a slow start there. See the other one's extremely close. So it's good to be actually in the hunt here and following cars. You've got CVW straight into the lead in the clear. It's got a nice clean line. You've got Care Bear in second place. He's not too far behind. As I said, he's taken the first 2 race wins. Oh, he's just a little bit out of shape there, but he's regained it well. I think he's picked up a puncher. That's a short shame for him. JPH is just following him. He's looking solid as hell. I would say that the inside left on the T Care Bear car looks a little bit deflated, but it doesn't seem to affect him handling. You got Kyle has actually gone for his joker, so he's the only one that's jokered at the moment. A little bit off the tail of the boys. So we're actually we're missing someone as well, aren't we? There from that. It's supposed to be a 5-car grid. So you got JPH. Has gone through in front. Yeah, you can see T Care Bear in the background then, just really struggling to control the car. I would say he's got a rear puncher. JPH there, he's a comfortable second place. Kyle, you got coming through. I think he's taken T Care Bear now. Them 2 have jokers. CVW, let's check on how he's getting on. He's out front. He's just going for his joker at the moment now. He seems to be really in control of this race. I presume he won the first one as well. You can see no one in the background, completely down that straight. So yeah, super smooth style keeping the speed and the rhythm going. You can see him hitting every apex there. That's some super clean lines. Definitely comfortable. JPH in second. I know, another strong contender, and has been very strong in, especially in the supers. I believe that we've seen him before, but hasn't jokered yet, and he's 8 seconds down. So whether he's just had a little odd lines and something to say, he's just gone for his joker now, which last lap, yeah, he's had to do. Is Kyle anywhere? No, it's JPH in a second position there. You've got Kyle just coming into the last corner. See a little bit of damage to his car there. And yeah, TK Bear's he's down to metal rim now, so he's doing well just to try and keep that in a straight line. Can definitely throw you out. So that's how they finished for qualifying 2. CVW, I presume, he takes another win. So the big difference there, I presume, from the first heat is TK Bear. He's, I presume he finished second before, so he's dropped down. And then, yeah, Stephen is the disconnection there. So hopefully he'll be back into the lobby and be able to join us for the third race. Yeah, just threw me off a little bit there with that first disconnection, throwing us all out. It's I've never had it happen to me. I've had it happen to players, but never when I've been actually streaming. So it's, just bear with me. I'm just getting back into the feel for it, the rhythm again. We'll see how we go on for the third round of qualifying. Hopefully we can get a full grid connected this time. I believe everyone's coming in. Stephen's just loading, he's readied up, so into the service area now. Probably well, there's a few cars to make a few repairs. You know, TK Bear's got a few repairs. I think Kyle had a bit of damage looking to his car. CVW still the car looked very clean, and I don't think he had any contact there, so he's minimal to do, whether he's just making a couple of setup changes. Stephen's probably loading a setup that he's pre-made. I can imagine he'd be quite frustrated at this time. I can imagine that he's had 2 disconnections from his races. But I mean, like the way that this format is run is basically everyone will make it into the semi-final, and everyone will make it into a final. It'll just be your starting positions that are affected for the final. But you can still make up some good track time if you've got the pace. So Kyle's the main man making the big adjustments. Not feeling quite comfortable with it somewhere. Right, so we're on the line, ready for race 3. So, you got CVW, JPH, Kyle, TK Bear, and then I believe Steve on the other side of him. And we'll see how we get off the line this time. Remember, Kyle didn't have a very good start last time, so we've gone with them now. And see CVW and Stephen, the 2 Renaults, just pulling out. Kyle's going up the middle. Yeah, it's a good move. It's still 3 abreast going into that corner. Oh, someone just goes on the inside. I think that was JPH, just goes on the inside and just collected the tyres. Kyle is into what's that, 3rd place now. You got the two Renaults out in front. So it's good to see the 5 cars in this one. So we got TK Bear running in 4th here. He's probably just trying to keep it a bit cleaner, pick up some points from last time. So you got Stephen and JPH have both been for the Joker. TK Bear just getting there. We'll just ride on board with Stephen because we haven't seen him racing these yet. And to be fair, he's onto the back of TK Bear there. He seems to have got some smooth pace. As you can see, it's very hard to overtake on this circuit in the 1600s. But you can see T Care Bear, or Kyle, that would have been, just made a little bit of a mistake. Care Bear and Stephen's gone up the inside, and Kyle's gone for the Joker. That's 3 that have jokered now. Just see JPH here, back and forth. Done his Joker, and he's in front of Kyle. There's looking a bit of contact. So, oh, Stephen, oh dear. Just, yeah, straight, that's what I say, them barriers just stick out that little bit. And just, instant stop. Got CVW out in front again. He's clean, super clean, coming through there. Decided to take his Joker on lap 3. Going on to lap 4 now, and as you see, T Care Bear just done the same. He's keeping it super smooth. Fair play to him. I think every time we've seen him, he's clipped them inside apexes. T Care Bear, he's having a better run this time anyway. At least he hasn't got a puncture. He's seems to be, yep, nice and steady there. I think Stephen's not too far behind him. He's inside of him. Whether he's got any action, he's got the last few corners. Everybody's jokered. As you can see, CVW's finished. It's a battle on between these two. I think T Care Bear has definitely got the place. Stephen and JPH. Remember, he had that bit of contact into the tyre wall, which has definitely slowed his pace. And then Kyle, he's looks like we could have a puncher here. He's struggling to get round, so he must have a puncher on, especially on the front drive wheels. So yeah, that's qualifying 3 already done. Through there, you can see the lap time of CVW is 2:36. So T Care Bear's 10 seconds overall down. I mean, that can be all down to contact and stuff. It'd be nice to see a nice clean race where nobody else had any contact in the start. So see if we can keep people all together a bit more. Just having internet trouble myself a little bit here at the moment. Yep, we're okay, we're loaded back on. So we're on to qualifiers Q4 already. I'm gonna, after this, you got straight into the semis. So this is the last time to pick up some points. So everybody's just in the service area. Quite a bit of repairing going on, I can imagine, after a couple of cars there head on into barriers. They can create a lot of damage to the car. I mean, the main person that hasn't, I'd say, is CVW. He seems to have had some clean races out in front. I believe he did this in the supers as well. He gets out in front and keeps his nose clean, which benefits you all the way through the qualifying, because there's not much to repair. You're not racing with any damage. It's definitely an advantage. Oh, we're just waiting for Stephen. He's probably making a couple of setup adjustments. So that shook up I'd say the points have changed at the moment, because we're starting with Kyle now, and he's right down on the outside, which sometimes can be a benefit to starting out here on the outside. Just going on the way. Any minute now. We're away. Paid by all. Just waiting for the camera to swap. Oh dear, we've got a little bit of contact there from, I think that was JP8 on our inside. Carl's still got the car looking with damage. Let's just go with CVW. See how he's already broken away there from T Care Bear, so he's had a good run through that first section. You got JPH and Kyle here. Must be, yeah, very close there. the three cars there, Stephen, JPH and Kyle. JPH has decided to go for his Joker and get out of the way of that, see whether he can follow a bit more lap time, a bit more speed. And we've got T-Kev, he's not too far away from CVW, he's having a lot better run, so whether he still had a little bit of damage on his car in the last round, and now he's fully had time to repair it. Then you got Stephen not too far, about the same distance behind him in the Renault Clio, of course. So you got the two French guys have naturally chosen the Renault. I believe they're very patriotic to their own makes, and they seem to be doing well. I know from racing myself that the Polo does seem to be the little bit more faster straight line car. I think it's got a little bit more power, but they've definitely got them Renaults wound up well. So you got Stephen, he has actually gone for his Joker at the moment, so has he made enough time for when Care Bear goes for his Joker? Just a little bit, kind of died a little bit on the inside apex of that corner. You've got T-Care Bear now, he's going to hang out for his last lap. CVW's done his Joker and still stayed out in front. So it's going to be good for Keber if he can just keep a smooth lap. As I say that, commentator's curse, and I think I can hear that he's got another puncture on the front. So Stephen is definitely going to have the position here. He's going to go up the inside, and plus he has T-Kev has still got his Joker to do. I believe that must be Kyle that they're catching up to lap. He's got a puncture as well.
Your left front tyre looks like it's punctured.
So yeah, CVW's finished. We're on with Stephen at the moment. He's made a mistake. JPH got straight onto the back of him, but he still managed to finish just in front of him. T-Kev, he's still yet to do his Joker, which he's got to go for now. Yeah, he's struggling with that puncture, don't forget. He can't even turn in. He's just trying to get it back onto the track, and I do believe, yep, Kyle had a puncture as well. So unfortunately for them pair of guys, as I say, this track with them armco barriers and the tyre barriers that stick out, you hit them wrong, it's an instant puncture, and then to try and complete a race with especially a front punch on a front wheel drive car, the turning capability of it suffers massively. So another heat win there for CVW, and Stephen in second. So the Renault Clios, whether they've just got a little bit more kind of nimble pace around this track. It's quite a twisty track. Some sections there that really takes control and balance of the car to get it turned in for the first corner, but then you've got to be already thinking about the second corner, which is, it's an opposite kind of camber to the first one. It's definitely finding the right balance of the car. I'm not going to be looking forward to the next set of heats, which is the super cars, which I'm in. It's yeah, I should definitely put on some entertainment for you there. So we're going into the semi-final now. This will sort out the grid order for the final, wherever the finishing position is for this one. If I was any of the guys, I'd just try and keep it clean and just try and finish the best place ready for the final. You got CVW, as I say, he's taken all the heat wins. I mean, Care Bear, he's had a good couple of runs and then not a couple of runs with punches. So he's definitely going to be trying to take the win or the second spot at least. Stephen, he's had a couple of disconnects, so he's at, they're pretty much in the same order there. So CVW and TK are on pole, and then right, just a little bit lagged away from the line there, I'd say. This one, Carl's just gone up the inside, just a little bit of contact. Just gonna go back. I've got Stephen, CVW and Stephen out in front with TK Bear in third. Second, third and fourth, they're all pretty close there. JPH as well, he's onto the back of them. They come through that section nice and tight. Is anyone gonna... Yeah, TK Bear goes off for his Joker. And then you got Stephen and JPH, which take the normal line. It's gonna give TK Bear, he's just come out in front of Kyle, so that's gonna give him a nice bit of room just to work the track and have his own clean lines. JPH is going to be suffering a little bit from the dust that you can see kicking up there. CVW, I think he's already up and gone. He's got his head down and he's banging in the fast laps. So I think the race is going to be here between Stephen, JPH and Care Bear. You can see it now, I think. No, Kyle's still on the back of him, but Care Bear is the only one that's jokered so far. Bearing in mind this is a 6-lap race as well, so plenty more time to try and take a different approach. I think the best person at the moment out of these three is probably Care Bear. He's catching up onto the back of them now, and he's already done his Joker. So whether he's got a big decision now, whether he just kind of sits there or whether he tries to get past JPH is it's a different thing, isn't it? I mean, JPH is tucked under the bumper of Stephen here. I think we've lost one. Oh, TK Bear, terminal damage. I could see his car there in the background, so yeah, easily done, terminal damage. So that puts Stephen into I'd say a safe second place here. K9 into third with JPH. They're having a battle now, which JPH has done his Joker. CVW has actually done his Joker as well at the same time. Kyle's still looking like he's got a fair bit of damage to his car, so, and JPH just clipped the inside of that one Bear. You can see Care Bear there, his car is I think he's on fire. Kyle here is managing, whether he's managing to pull enough gap to take that position. Bearing in mind he's still got his Joker to do. We're on lap 5, so he's going to take it on this lap or the next one. I'll just go back to CVW here, see how he's getting on. He's done his Joker. He's over 7 seconds in front, 7.5 seconds in front. So he's just keeping smooth, super clean lines. Absolutely not a mistake made. He's that's some impressive driving. Fair play to him. Apex, he's hit that apex every night when we watched him. Don't know what it's showing on your computer, on the screens on YouTube, but his in-car camera of his bloke's head, he's not even looking up the straight. He's doing it one-handed. Fair play to him. So you got Stephen in second place. He's just coming through, just going past Matt's car. CVW's taken the win. He's finished the semi-final. So that's another a Renault 1-2. Yeah, he's coming through. Kyle, he's had to go for his Joker. So where's this going to bring him out with JPH? Kyle goes for a third place. And JPH, oh, he's struggling. I can hear he's got a puncher. So yeah. That's how they finish. So yeah, CVW, Stephen, Kyle in third, which it's a nice turnaround for Kyle. He even went out with damage to his car that we'd seen. So JPH third, fourth, and TK Bear is DNF. Unfortunately, terminal damage, I'd say, into that tyre barrier, which I'm sure you're going to see me sat there in the next qualifying and finals. So yeah, going into the final now, I mean, you've got to say your money is on CVW there. I mean, all depends. I mean, the first couple of corners, if he can brake, he's braking and gone. He's left the party. He's checked out, as they say. Stephen, Kevin, JPH and Kyle, I'd say the fight on for second is between any of them. It's definitely that's how it's looking to us at the moment. It's whether everyone can fix their cars, get them ready in tip-top condition. Should see how they fare for this final. Can see CVW is even still in the service area. I wouldn't say he's making any setup changes for this last race. Stephen at the same time, so whether it's team tactics there, I reckon there could be swapping a bit of criteria information on setup. Shouldn't be too long now, and we should be underway. So right, they're ready now. So yeah, 2 Renaults out on pole and second, the front row of the grid, followed by 3 Volkswagens behind. You got Kyle in a nice position here. We're finishing third. It's got him in a nice position. All depends on the start. You've got JPH to his outside and T Care Bear at the back, so he's got a lot to make up and prove T Care Bear on this one. But keep it clean. Keep out the tyre barriers and don't have a puncher. So we've got a nice position here. We're just going to sit with Kyle to see how this front corner goes. First corner goes. You got yeah, nice. Everyone's through it. You got the 3 Volkswagens here that are just tight but sorted themselves out. So everyone's through and clean. You got JPH into third. You got Kyle fourth, and then Care Bear's just coming up the inside of Kyle now. So whether he's going to get that run down into the next corner. So you got CVW, he has broken away already, you can see that. Stephen, he's got nice gap there with JPH behind him. So whether them 2 Renaults now are just going to bang in the laps and keep it super fast, as they are. You look at the lines, they seem to be on rails. JPH here is the first of the Volkswagens trying to catch up onto the back of them Clios. You got T Keber, he's the one that he's thought about it, got his Joker done out the way. So now whether he can just run his own race, keep his pace up. Hopefully by the time he's got onto the back of Kyle, he's, you know, Kyle might be thinking about going for his Joker. He's got JPH here, we're still on board with him. He's not too far away from Stevens. If he can find a little bit more pace, he's gonna get onto the back of him. Steven, seems to have really got confident now after missing them first couple of races. He's got his lines right. He's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for JPH to catch him. I believe we've lost one already. So that's T Keber. Wouldn't like to say what's happened to him. Maybe I did hear an impact in the background. Whether we can see him, think he's going to be here somewhere. There we are. Same problem. He's just caught that tyre barrier again with terminal damage again. Unfortunate for him. He was trying to bang in the fast laps with starting on the back of the pack. He's been trying to go as fast as he can, but see CVW, he's checked out, he's gone. He's JPH has gone into that second place now. He hasn't jokered yet. Stephen's jokered. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight between them two. I think if JPH now can just keep his momentum up. They just seem to bog a little bit, the Volkswagens, coming out of that corner where the Clios just seem to keep a smoother and keep the revs up. So JPH, the race is definitely on here now for second. Is he going to go for his joker? He's going to save it for the very last lap. CVW, you can see he's jokered, but he's still gone. Yeah, we're going to stick with these guys. JPH, be interesting to see whether he can just do enough now, just keep it smooth. Stephen, he's not making any mistakes in the background there. It's going to be super tight. I wouldn't like to call this. Going into that joker. JPH, he's got it nice through there. He's nice through there. So now he's going to go into the joker. Oh no, so whether he had jokered already and come up on the screen, but it's not showing. Yeah, we could look into that, but so yeah, CVW, Stephen, it says it on take second on screen, and Kyle third. JPH has put him down to fourth. It hasn't registered whether it's jokered, so we'll have to have a look into that. That's how it goes. Fortunate for T Care Bear, he's DNF'd again. Kyle, I think he was still going, probably suffering from major damage. He never. I don't think he's found the rhythm all night. But the two Clios, they've definitely taken the night's session all round. They've been super quick, clean. It's been eventful. It's been emotional, as they say, with disconnections, and there's been a fair few punches, wheels missing. So see there, the points overall. CVW points overall. Stephen and Kyle very close on points, but don't forget Stephen had 2 races where he disconnected, so he's done well to bring the points back into that. So we're gonna get ready now just for the supercar races, which I'll be joining, which I'm not looking forward to after watching that. So the 1600s are losing wheels around there. It's going to be full on entertainment for these supers. Gonna see if Kyle is going to join me back in here. Wherever he is. So yeah, Carl's back in now, joins us back in commentary. It's how do you think it went for you tonight, Kyle? It looks like you were suffering a lot of times with damage, not being able to have it fixed, ready to go back out for your next run. Right, just having a technical issue where Kyle isn't quite ready after his races yet. So yeah.
How's it going, everyone? How's it going?
How's it going, Kyle? It's I was just saying, it looked like you were not having time to fully repair your car, maybe for the next round.
No, not at all. Me and T Care Bear, I was talking to him between the races.
Yeah.
And both of us struggling. I think he might have had a better looking car sometimes than what I did, but my I didn't even bother with aero, with
I could see the bonnet.
How it looks, you know?
Yeah, the bonnet and the front end was stoved in on the first lap of one race.
And it wasn't just that. It was other stuff I didn't get to change at all. But yeah, no, it was quite chaotic. It's going to be even more hectic if that's what we're doing with the Super 1600s. These supercars are going to be nuts. So.
Yeah, I was just saying that it's if that happens with the 1600s on that track, well, us in the supers we're gonna struggle.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a tough one. It's a very, like, it can catch you out very easily, this track. Like, to hit all the points you got to hit every time is a real tough thing to do. But it seems like CVW once again showing us how it's done.
Yeah, it was absolutely faultless. Every corner was on the same apex. It looked like it was on rails for him every time. And then Stephen, he got disconnected 2 races on the trot. So to come back into it,
I see. I picked up a third. I'm not sure what happened there with JPH. He got a DQ. It said on the results there. I don't know if you saw what happened there.
Yeah, I think a lot of you guys were suffering with punches at some point. Care Bear kept on it in the same wall, and
yeah, he got terminal damage in the semi and the final.
Yeah, I think it was the semi-final, wasn't it? You took third, which started you in a good position on the final.
Yeah, it was interesting. Anywho, so I'm just, while we're busy chatting about this, I'm just setting up the lobby again and sending invites out to the guys for the supers. So that's obviously yourself. We've also got... I'm just finding my list here, sorry. I had to jump up because my controller ran out of battery, which meant I couldn't chat.
Yeah, alright.
So I had to swap it over, so I took a bit longer than I should have to start speaking. Alrighty, so we got Matsutsi, Jacques, yourself, Demon Racer, and Berries. So let's hope Berries' internet's gonna hold out, because it'll be cool to get him in a race. I don't know if he's actually made it into any of these so far. He has signed up for all of them, but I think he always ends up disconnecting.
Yeah, I think we might be struggling a bit tonight already, because that first race of the supers, there was 3 of us that got kicked out. There was myself, so I couldn't even watch.
I only realised you got kicked out when it said you joined again.
Yeah, I thought I panicked a little bit. I didn't know quite what to do. I managed to get back in and get back into spectator mode, but we couldn't see the first round.
I said that you joined as a spectator, because I also panicked for a second, and I saw you were back in spectator, and I thought it should all be okay. So you just missed my initial bad driving, that's all.
Ah, right, that's all right. We just thought we'd give you guys time to practice and hopefully find the rhythm.
I saw as well it was bugging me the first few races. We named our video wrong to start with.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Have you fixed it, have you?
I did fix it, yeah. I got it sorted.
I think that was down to me, wasn't it? You sent me the picture and I just copied that. Forgetting
no
a totally
I've made
different
the same
track.
mistakes before. But for like a race or two, it was in the back of my mind. I was going, shit, I'm trying to... But technology was failing me once again. I couldn't find a place to open up the stuff, but it got sorted. So that's all good.
So, who are we waiting for, Carl? Or?
We're just waiting on the guys for the super, so it should be Matsutsi, Jacques. I've sent invites out to some of them. I can't remember if I sent to others. I'm just sending them once again.
Okay.
But for those of you that don't know, we will stop this stream soon and start up another one for the supercars, and that'll be myself on commentary while Mark races. So if you think that's it for tonight's racing, you're wrong. Don't go anywhere. It's always good to tell people watching that they're wrong.
Yeah. It's a good job you told me. I was gonna go down and watch a soap, but no, I'll join the racing.
Yeah, you're probably panicking a bit after seeing the Super 1600 struggle.
I did a little bit of a test this afternoon, and I thought, why have I jumped into the supers for this track? I don't know the track to start with, and then
I did ask you the other day what class you preferred, and I was like hoping you would take supers. I was like going, please.
In the great words of Jeremy Clarkson, I I thought, how hard can it be? But we're bound to find out.
You're about to find out. Okay, Demon Racer was showing on Gran Turismo, so that's not a good start. I hope he knows that we're racing tonight. It's just sometimes guys don't check the Discord as often as others.
Yeah, he's joined us for the last couple of rounds. He's been quite competitive as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's jumped between the 1600s and supers. He's done pretty well in all of them. But yeah, if we start to miss anyone, like if Barry struggles to even get into the lobby, then if TKB is still around, we can throw him in to the next one.
Yeah, I can see he's still in the driver briefing chat, so I'm sure he'd be keen. Although after his 1600s, he might question going into a super.
Yeah, he needs to redeem himself. Anyways, that's it for this stream. I'll check you guys in a moment with the next stream.
Okay.
Cheers for now.
See you guys later.